Hey there, gardening friends. I'm Lani from Gingerfoot Garden, your backyard gardener here in Maryland Zone 7. In today's video, I'm excited to talk about one of my favorite crops, sweet potatoes. I'll be sharing some helpful tips and lessons I've learned this season. So let's dive right in. I absolutely love growing sweet potatoes because they're both delicious and nutritious. Store-bought sweet potatoes are often irradiated to extend shelf life, which reduces their nutrients. Now, don't get me wrong, I've eaten plenty of grocery store sweet potatoes, and they're totally fine if you don't have the space to grow your own. But if you're ready to grow your own and enjoy the full benefits, you're in the right place. Here's a little backstory. I grew my own sweet potato slips from at least 4 different varieties this year. I know, right? I'm really ambitious. One sweet potato can produce multiple slips. I originally planned to grow them only in 5 grow bags, so I only need 10 at most, but I had so many extras. I thought about sharing them with friends, but life happened. Instead, I ended up planting them in my raised bed along some eggplants and peppers, even though I knew from the past experience that this wasn't ideal. Fast forward to the end of summer, and my Vigo garden raised bed was completely taken over by sweet potato vines. Needless to say, the neighboring plants weren't too happy about it. I could almost hear their complaints. But I have to say, I am proud of these resilient plants. Despite the lack of airflow and sunlight, they still produce for me. Now here's the dilemma. I need this raised bed for my fall crops, and this one is my favorite because it has a cover system from Vigo Garden. So whether the sweet potatoes are fully mature or not, they've got to go. I'll be transplanting these peppers and eggplants into containers so they have more time to ripen. Since our first frost isn't until October or November, I may still get a few more fruits. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Sweet potatoes aren't fully mature until the leaves starts turning yellow. However, you can harvest them anytime. They'll be edible but won't store as long. I've noticed some yellowing on my vines, but not on all of them. I'm harvesting a little bit earlier due to the circumstances, but if you've got time, wait for those leaves to turn yellow. Now, you might be wondering what it means when the sweet potato starts flowering. It's actually a good sign. It means your sweet potato plants are mature. As lovely as the flowers are, I pluck them off to help the plant focus its energy on producing tubers, not the flowers. But if you're feeling experimental, you could try cross-pollinating flowers from 2 different varieties to create your own. I haven't done that yet, but that's how they produce new varieties. So I started clearing the vines yesterday, but I didn't have time to harvest the whole tuber. So we're doing it today. Before harvesting, I make sure to wear gloves and sleeves to protect my skin and apron from Farmer's Defense, which I'll be linking in the description because the sweet potato vines can stain clothes. So if it's your first time harvesting, remember that. That was such an undertaking. So I was able to get rid of the sweet potatoes from this raised bed, and as you can see, it looks awesome. But I wanted to show you that one. Oh my gosh, that is a pile of sweet potato leaves, sweet potato tops. Yeah, technically, sweet potato tops is actually edible, so I could actually eat them. However, this is too much for me. And there's so much from the garden that I know I could eat. I may be able to grab some of this one, but honestly, I'm not even gonna try because I have some sweet potato there that is actually my main sweet potato crop. This one is supposed to be more like my backup. I want to say that growing sweet potato along peppers is really not an ideal strategy. If you're going to grow sweet potatoes, it's better to grow it in a better spot, or if you can train it vertically and have a little more space where it can grow. But in a raised bed like this, although it would have been awesome to grow sweet potato in a raised bed by itself, but they really take over space. And like I said, sweet potato is not really a plant for small space garden. You have to like it a lot for you to grow one because it takes up a lot of space. Now the moment of truth, let's harvest these sweet potatoes. I'm actually gonna start with my favorite spot right here. When you're harvesting sweet potatoes, you also want to be careful not to damage or bruise the plant. But from the look of this one, this is very promising. Oh, break the sweet potato. Oh no! What's that? Aha! See that? It's really good. I love it. Very happy. Very, very happy. Yeah. So I got four just from this pot right here. And this one, by the way, is the Japanese. Oh, I think. Oh, yeah, it is. It is the Japanese sweet potato. Yeah, it's just from one of the plants. I guess this is a good thing if you are able to space your sweet potatoes properly. I have spaced them about 12 inches apart. And yeah, this is a good one. And I believe I also fertilize this with fertilizer with higher phosphorus content so that they could produce bigger tuber. And I'm definitely happy about this. So here's what I got. Could it be better? Absolutely. But you know what? I am actually really grateful for this. This one is the Japanese sweet potato, and this is the Okinawan sweet potato. Unfortunately, the Okinawan sweet potato is not an early producer, so as you can see, it is very, very small. But I might be able to find some more that's about the same size as this one. But I'm quite happy that this variety, the Japanese sweet potato, which is really just white on the inside, but the reason I like this variety is because the inside of this one, even though the outer skin is white, the inside of it is purple. But yeah, so these are the two of my favorite varieties of sweet potatoes to grow. And like I said, these are pretty much like my extra sweet potato plants. So um I'm grateful for what I have gotten. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I always appreciate your time and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please share it with your friends and family who might be interested in growing sweet potatoes. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, bye bye.